you know, he's basically even with Nani Narwhal right now, which is to be expected, right?
Was able to get the water in. Looks like Natty was. There's that sprout into the awkward shards placement. He can try and cut through. Still a bit of an awkward positioning. Nonetheless, they'll get the kill and they'll get a courier as well. So Seneko strikes first. That is that kind of combo that we were speaking about. So he's got that second starting to rotate down. Nicky Cool wanting to get very active. The Wisdom Room up in a couple of seconds. Dawnbreaker's in a pretty good position to scout this out. They might need some extra rotations. That's going to come through from the Invoker. Looking to TP into the T2 tower. Can they cancel Nicky Cool? Tornado just a little bit too late. So he's at least able to get the Wisdom Room. But of course, this is still your mid laner that's going to go down. Is that worth Denog?
I think it's okay, considering he's the one that got it, so he still gets the deal with the Naga, because Retsu's already level 6.5 at 8 minutes in.
Howdy. We're in a little bit of danger. Can do whatever he can to disrupt. They actually want to take the fight, and what a kinetic field through Dark holds them both into place. So Melis off the back of the ultimate will get a lot of value out of that. Incredible spell casting from the disruptor.
Did he get the secondary Thunderstrike as well?
The Phantoms embrace the start. They're going to try and TP down the Tusk. He can turn with the Chrono to hold them down. It'll connect onto 3, but the damage is going to be lacking, especially with the Inkswell. Katie has to sidestep it. It's going to be up to 1J to get the blast off. Connects up to 2, but dude, look at the Tornado disrupting the team fight. Natty can turn to deal to 1J. Meanwhile, they're still hunting Melis down in the tree line as well. But the Dawnbreaker's not the easiest kill with all the stats she's playing with at this stage of the game. But Nicky Cool should be able to secure the kill with the shards, but still Katie, can he get away from danger with the Time Walk? Get some separation. Nicky's back into the middle, as Natty doesn't have the spells to work with at the moment. It's looking like a pretty decent fight for StoRm. And now it's just the two supports they have to battle against. It's going to be so much gold and experience as Katie jumps back in as well, and Nicky Cool's not even going to die. All right, StoRm, what a perfect sequence of events for them down bottom. Good at taking objectives, but they're doing this without those two heroes.
Dominic's also 3 components towards that Aghanim Scepter, so clearly they feel like they don't have anything that's going to be able to deal with Retsu for now. As Nicky Cool, he gets gone on again. I don't think he's going to survive this time around, though. Sure.
Nah, there's no way. No way. I mean, they'll try and snowball further on over. Nicky will buy some time. And really, that time granted them the kill onto the Dawnbreaker. There was no Chronosphere needed. I think 1J got involved. Maybe even... Does Retsu TP, though? It's going to be pretty quick. They have the Atos. Manta's there to dispel it, I suppose. Retsu's going to be able to do that straight away. Nice shots, though. This is still looking a little bit awkward for Retsu. He does have some team around him. Solar Guardian to buy some time. They'll get the stun as well. A lot of spells have been committed early on, but the Naga's incredibly tanky at the moment. Retsu finally will end up going down, but Natty's back inside the team fight. 1J should tick out to the Spirit Vessel, but Dominic doesn't have too much to fear. In fact, 1J, he actually lived through it all as well. I mean, just under 30 health. And now they might even get dark. Oh, stepped up way too far. Eats a couple of mines along with a round of axes. And Dominic gets the triple kill. 5-0. This
commend Seneko for that ward placement as well. It just set up everything that was going on there. You know, they were fighting underneath this vision the entire time. Dark's going to get rid of it now, but they don't get that Atos off if you don't have that ward set up right.
Back live. Melis. Might be another death onto the Dawnbreaker, really continuing to slow down his game. They'll be able to get the glimpse back onto 2 with Natty setting up, but with only 1 point in Exor, the damage is incredibly weak, and a nice snowball from Nicky Cool, man. We are seeing how comfortable he is on the Tusk. They'll give up Seneko, but his 2 other heroes were able to survive.
I think you back off for a little bit if you're StoRm. You just don't have any resources on your team.
Of really just the pressure putting onto Retsu to be able to get the team over the finish line as they do scout him out top lane. I think they're starting to TP in. This is close to a tier 1 tower. They're going to be cautious. Chrono's going to be out. Instant response out of the Solar Guardian as well, as Nicky's trying to jump and deal with the Invoker. As Retsu want to use it, though. They'll be able to drag back the Faceless Void inside the Static Storm. He's going to have the Song shortly, though. He'll run away from the Void, but look at the Void running closer to the Song. So Katie lives through it all. I mean, this is just some incredible reads from them. And now Nicky Cool is going to be able to get Retsu as well. They are still hinting for Katie. But Malice not even going to be able to catch up to him. Is this Void still on? Oh my, dude, he hasn't died this game.
He's pretty good with his just awareness in a lot of these fights. I was talking about those time walks down bottom, but you mentioned it.
Missing, it's probably going to be a little bit more difficult now. They'll still force the song. No TP on him though. He's going to have to go through the rift. They can sit up now. Dominic, he's running straight up here.
No,
Retsu is going to enter straight to the Beastmaster, and with the drums, he'll kill off the illusions. Now, Natty's here along with the Solar Guardian. They're going to do whatever they can to keep him alive for the moment, but still the other people are starting to come through on the opposite side, as even Seneko cuts them off, but Melis, he can start to turn. The side of Matreshka trying to smoke to the air, but will they get there too late? Now, Ninawa's going to be able to get some distance away. Tornado sets up for the static storm, but again, the damage is a real big thing that's lacking for Matreshka. It seems like they just want to cut their losses. They know with everything on cooldown, they are in danger as Nikki finds the Invoker inside the tree line. Incredible read from him.
They want more.
In the end,
Seneco's
and they might be able to find it.
I mean, you got to get the glimpse back on him, but you're inside a Sprout with no Quelling Blade. Of course he gets the bash, man. There was no doubt about it. KT, I thought he might have been a little bit late to that whole encounter, but ends up turning up just because he needs to do so much right now, Malice, to be able to frontline for the rest of the team. He could just hit up onto his level 15 timing, so a little bit of extra critical strike damage from that Luminosity.
They're going to come back, dude. This building will fall pretty goddamn fast. Nikki cool, an aggressive jump. They scout out Naninawa with a Solar Guardian's not enough to keep him alive. That's a big kill onto the Invoker. San's going to prevent the Chrono, but Katie's still able to step outside and find the multi-man. And it's just a clean-up show now. StoRm, they forced the buyback out of the Invoker, but Naninawa, he doesn't have the levels nor the items to be able to turn the tides. The snowball keeps Nikki Cool alive. He'll still tick out in the end, but they're looking for the finishing blow as Katie jumps further inside the base. That's a dieback for Natty Narwhal, and they're lacking some creeps. I guess they're doing a good job. It's getting a little bit messy now with Seneko disconnected from the team. We'll see who the initial target's going to be once the song expires. But Seneko, I mean, this is not a support anymore. You know, BKB run away. What are they going to be able to do against him? Katie wants to go back in, but it's a pretty good timing out of the tornado. BKB was used prior. This could be the one opportunity for Matreshka. They'll turn and blow up Katie. And now Dominic as well didn't get too much value out of the BKB. Maybe it's up to Nikki Cool. Let's see how Crafty's going to be able to get on the tusk with the backline jump along with the tech. He's all right. Nikki was waiting in the wings for the perfect opportunity, and now they've separated the Dawnbreaker with the other components as well, as Retsu will still deal with the techies. They're going to hunt the Dominic on the high ground next, but the drums of StoRm will not make this an easy kill at all, but it looks like Retsu will finally get through the Beastmaster's health pool, and now they're even looking for more as well. Atos will help the disengage. Tornado from downtown. Natty Narwhal again. Much better spell casting through him inside the team fight. They'll be able to get another kill into Seneko. Meanwhile, Nikki kills. They're still looking for the kill into the TP out, and he should be able to make it as well as Retsu. Doesn't have the physical damage at this stage. Oh.
Me, I'm playing Wyvern. I'll just fly around. It doesn't matter. Whatever. Go.
Yeah. Tries to drop it down, doesn't do it. I guess at least he has kinetic field, but yeah, I mean, it's still not nice. Nikki Cool. So X gonna pop. What is the damage? All right, welcome to the Desolator for Nikki Cool. He too hits another support, and now with the Invoker caught out inside the lane. That is crazy, dude. What was that?
I mean, that's the benefit of the old Enchanted Quiver as well. Gets far enough away.
Off-run, my friend.
Not a fly yet or anything like that, but I mean, the initial hit.
Oh.
From the
this is a crazy move. They're running into the ages. I mean, I guess they know Chrono's down in BKB for a little bit of time. Glim's gonna send him out of range of the Sunstrike. Nikiko will refresh up. And I mean, Retsu's gonna try and enter the fight, but he's low health as well. Tornado Solar Guardian will buy him some time, but it doesn't look like it's gonna matter in the end. There's maybe one last ditch attempt for Matreshka, but all they get is the Aegis kill. And now they're gonna be running to try and escape as best as they can, but Malice, well, they won't be able to do so. It's a 5-man wipe in the end, and they might call it, and they do indeed. So one last attempt, unfortunately, doesn't go their way, as StoRm debuted here in the TI. Qualifiers is off to a good start.
It is indeed, and what have we learned from this? Never trust Aries predictions going. And they're just looking to farm. They're looking to try and sustain as much as possible in this lane. Seneko already leveling up the Nature's Attendants, realizing that he doesn't really need to concern himself too much with damage output. Anytime that he can just put a little bit extra in to force out some of that regen is going to be a plus. But for now, he just wants to live, although he might not.
Well, no, there's not a lot of living going on there for Seneko. And bottom lane, not a lot of living going on as well for 1J. So Matreshka already been able to get 2 kills on the board. If you're Natty Narwhal in particular, how are you looking to continue off the back of the strong start? Top of the net worth, you've definitely won mid by a long shot. You're almost 1,000 ahead. So you pulled that because bottom lane, Retsu. In some danger. Retsu might be able to turn it back around. Well, here's Natty Narwhal. They'll turn to deal with 1J first. Now he's got a little bit of mana left in the tank as well. Dominic is a bit more difficult to go through. And now, especially with Katie sharpening up as well, they've got the Chronosphere. Might not even need it, though. Because even Nikki Cool wants to step in and get involved as well. So StoRm, they bring multiple members down to this bottom side of the map to get a couple of returns here with the Blink. Trying to position around Dominic. Melis
cannot kill him.
yeah, I don't think so either. He might just turn it. He's got Sky nearby. Melis is a bit hesitant at the moment. Now tries to find the dual target onto 1J. He's going to get it out, but it might be a little bit too late. Winner, Nikki. Cool. Now Dominic is going to try and get up to Laguna as well. Pit's already been used, but it's going to be up to the toss to rely on some of the spell casting to close the distance, and they'll do that with ease. So StoRm, double kill given over to the Underlord, and no, not that it really matters, but some dual damage for the Shadow Demon.
It matters. You know it matters. They're going to be an absolute beast at the end of this game. But 1J just giving the tip over.
Oh, he's going to zip in. Zip over the top, in fact, Katie. Oh, a little bit of danger. Let's see if Natty's going to have the damage. He does indeed, but he's out of mana, and Nikki Cool's going to stop the TP short. As yes, you lose the Faceless Void, but these are really big kills. This Tusk hero needs to snowball, and we're seeing so much value out of the Blink Dagger.
1J behind him, but look at that.
They're going to go for the supports. Natty over the top. Instant snowball. It's a great overgrowth from Dark. They haven't been able to secure any kills just yet. Now they're going to try and jump in with a duel as well. Eyes on Katie. What he's going to be able to do to turn the fight, because with the Chronosphere clipping onto 3, he's going to try and target down with the Sky at the moment. Now they'll turn to Melis next as well. But they still haven't addressed Retsu as this Gyrocopter having a free fight inside the middle. Even Natty Narwhal as well was able to deal with some of the supports and add another one to the tally as Retsu gets involved, and we got a triple kill for the Storm Spirit in the end. So it was a great chrono
damage, but I really don't think they're going to care all that much.
Ooh, might have to go live pretty shortly. They're smoking top, and they see Retsu and Melis. Oh, this could be a huge opportunity for StoRm. They're going to try and move him with a duel, but look at the positioning out of Dire. Instantly there with the banishment to stop the duel short. They'll get the kill onto Retsu. And now Radiant, they're a little bit too far away from the tier 1 towers to get these extra reinforcements. Dark will come through the rift. Laguna as well is actually here and not fast enough. And now Natty Narwhal too. Another person through the rift, so never mind. Matreshka. Yes, you lose Retsu, but at least there was a couple of constellation prizes inside that fight.
Seneko hunting for more? Looks like he just wants to place down a little bit of vision to be able to protect for any future movements down that sort of avenue. You do have the Desolator now picked up for Nikki Cool as well, so they want to be a little bit more on the front foot at this point. I think with the Gyrocopter going down, they're going to feel like, you know what, he needs to play a little bit more conservatively.
Nikki Cool. Oh my god. Oh, he's actually going to zip for it. Gonna get the snowball for the silence. Won't be fast enough. All right, even though it was a pretty good reaction out of the Blink, Matreshka was still able to chase. Bottom lane, we got another duel as well. This time it's under the Faceless Void, and this time it's a victory for Melis. All right. A really nice sequence of events here from Matreshka over the past couple of minutes.
And this is what I was talking about, so what the enemy team has. Well, actually, I don't think it's more about answering on Matreshka's side. I think they're just going to have so much overwhelming potential in this next, like, 5-minute period. But if they can somehow get past this 5 minutes, I can definitely see avenues for StoRm to be able to...
Are they going to fight it? Oh, Nikki Cool. 2 hits down the Train Protector. They need 1J to protect him, but the banishment's too late, and now he reveals his positioning. So Natty jumps over to the squishy support. They're going to try and rift out. Dominic won't even make it. As now with the remaining mana, 99 was going to look for the body blocks instead, but the Vortex up in a couple of seconds. What a fight for Matreshka. Retsu rewarded in the end. And now a tier 2 tower as well to add to their name.
It's understandable to want to go for that fight, right? You don't have a lot of... They'll just look to follow them.
Do you have
Honestly,
a decent ward set up on the
to
cliff?
snipe too. This would be the full Hurricane Pike for Seneko.
Katie's in a pretty good position to time walk away. Keep in mind, Aegis is gone from Retsu. Dark to the start, straight onto the face of Void. That's the ideal target. No Chronosphere to worry about inside the team fight. This should just be a free engagement for Radiant. And they're just going to be able to chase down their members. I mean, Seneko is starting to get some damage into Retsu, but it's not going to matter. As soon as the Void is the first person killed off, you know it's not going to be a good fight for StoRm.
On StoRm? No, I don't think they do. Might have been the difference.
He's got back up set up. This could be disastrous. Smoke up, and it's going to pop instantly. Dark as well could be catastrophic with the overgrowth. They're going to try turn and Chrono the gyro, but they're doing barely any damage inside it. Meanwhile, over to the right side, that is a gigantic odds from Malice. And now they're even going to turn to the Faceless Void as well. It's a homing missile to the face. Seneko is caught down to the tree line. Once again, Dark is the only casualty for Matreshka, and it doesn't even matter. 3 for 1, and that's going to be
150 away. Potential second last glyph of the game coming through, and once again, all Retsu needs to do is just stand on the high ground.
Whoa,
tank up a lot of that damage.
Crazy rift location, and 1G's trying to run through it. Oh, he must have misclicked instead of the version. I don't know what's going on, but...
Yeah, he had the Aether lens, so extra cast range. Oh. Bunker. Oh, they've even got this AoE Vortex coming through from Narwhal. He's gone for the big jump. Just gets the one, though.
At the start, but with the flat kind of damage, Nicky Cool's going to be sent back towards the tier 4 tower. Oh, Katie jumped in, and he's too late with the med, and they call it instantly. Oh my god. That was an instant GG. As soon as he couldn't even land the chrono, they did not want to stick around to see the outcome of that fight.
As soon as he was silenced, man, the GG was called. It didn't even wait for the death or anything like that. So that is a frustration GG if I've ever seen one. And I did feel like that StoRm, they had a bunch of issues.
Phase, and hopefully, I mean, with all that, if he can continue to play the lane, you know, this is going to be about like a 13-minute blink dagger timing with all his stats. So we'll see how much he's going to be able to do. They will get aggressive straight away with the 2. Seneko might just get bursted down, but the silence prevents that God's Rebuke. Now, Kate is still continuing to hunt. We got a first blood actually up top instead.
Went too far forward. Skyra still squishy as hell. And they might be able to get a kill onto Dominic. He doesn't have any points in Kraken Shell.
All right. Wow. Well done. I mean, imagine you have 1J.
He is going to need to reach this point once the Panko has the potential to rotate towards him, that he just needs to leave the lane. He needs to be as hard to find as possible and waste as much time as he can.
Level 6 pick up on Nicky Cool.
He's getting very aggressive because of how low so many people are across the map.
Oh, nice snipe on Laguna. I mean, you still do lose the Venge, so it's a 1-for-1. Nicky's going to get a refill. I've even seen in the past, like, Bloodseekers even TP him mid to try and get some involvement out of one of the power runes. So we'll see if he's going to be able to get that timing, because, yeah, we've got the 8-minute power rune spawning shortly. Top lane, Dominic might be in some danger. Retsu's going to run back to the Grimstroke, so he gets that ink spell given over to him. And as a result, they're going to be able to get the kill as well. So nicely done. It does require 2 supports up here, but we know that this Phantom Assassin really needs a lot of injection of gold early on to be able to scale.
I'm going to try and get a bit aggressive onto 99. Well, he's lucky enough that he was able to pick up the shield rune, but he's got to make sure he stays away.
Oh, nice silence.
He didn't stay away from the trees.
No, he didn't. He also went closer towards the sky, so mid lane. They did have an observer ward, so they're well aware with the Bloodseeker's positioning at the moment.
Yeah, and he's TPing back to the tier 2 tower, making sure that's the case. Dark might be looking to go around and place up some high ground vision here. If they can start on the Seeker, this would feel really good. Gets the rupture off, but it's not enough.
It doesn't look like it's going to be enough at all. Supernova, maybe Nicky might feel confident about going in. Region's activated. even Retsu wants to get involved. The jump over the top, targeting down 1J. They'll deal with one of the supports, but can they isolate Nicky Cool now? It looks like they will be able to do so. Very nicely done, Matreshka, bringing every single member, but without a doubt,
Dangerous place to be in as this Bloodseeker.
They want to fight top though, StoRm. You've got this Ravage at the ready. Should be a guaranteed kill, especially with the damage out of Nicky Cool. Do have to look at Dark Swap though. He could be a potential factor here to keep the PA alive. Not if the Ravage clips under both of them though. And now while Dark is going to be chased down as well. So it will be a 2-for-1 across the map. Laguna was able to snipe Seneko inside the river. I think that was with the help of Natty Narwhal as well. So, and they're even going to look to try and go bottom to continue to slow down both supports at the moment. Let's see if they're going to have the damage currently. There's no one charges to play with, but he's got Seneko nearby to protect him with a Sunray, so that'll repair up some of the damage, and more importantly, just give StoRm time to react. Dominic's even got to look to TP down with a Ravage at the ready, but Dark's just going to feed his life to the wolves. Can they get out though? Because Laguna's still stuck in the trees, and now with 1J coming through the rift as well, they're going to be able to get the initial control. Ravage full up. Why not drop everything they require to get the big kill onto Natty Narwhal, who was a really pivotal reason of why they're able to take that second game.
Briefing a little bit though with a wave of terror, considering Retsu's farming under the blur.
True. Alright, smoke up from StoRm. It's actually just going to be 1J Nicky Cool together. Ridiculous amount of damage.
Yeah.
But no setup for the Mystic Flare, and it's not going to matter in the end. Silence amplifies the damage, and oh, Jesus Christ.
Yep. Don't need more than that.
There is going to be a DD that they can scout out for Dark, so that's... okay, he's going to take the DD. Never mind, bottom lane, Retsu. Ravage used from Dominic. He's going to need a jump target. He's got the creeps nearby, but Dominic blows him up with the anchor smash. They do have some reinforcements coming over. They're going to have to damage though to get the kill, because Radiance even brings some numbers down as well. The Supernova is going to make it a little bit difficult. They want to turn to kill it, but they won't be fast enough. It's going to be a disaster, man. Matreshka, they make the attempt to take the team fight, but they just weren't ready for all the extra reinforcements with the cavalry showing up. It's a 5-man wipe for StoRm, and they even barely break a sweat.
That is a real late attempt onto that egg, man. Like, I was thinking, surely they're not going to commit to this. And, well, we didn't even get to see the anchor in the middle of that team fight, but he's got it on Dominic. The dead in the water looking to come through. I want to see how he uses it. I really feel like this is a more specific PA counter, just to take away one of those more mobile carries. Doesn't even have the Ravage, but just blink in onto him and drop the anchor.
Retsu, are they actually wanting to fight? I guess they know that a lot of abilities were used, but now Retsu now shows in the lane, and
give him the anchor.
Now he's got nowhere to go.
He gave him the anchor.
Oh, this can't be happening. Phantom Assassin needs to be continuing to pick up.
Oh, hopefully they don't go for a smoke here, because it would be right underneath that Observer Ward.
The Ravage is up in 10.
More information.
Everything is good to go. Even Katie's starting to move over. They're going to try and smoke because they scout out Dark. Nicky, an easy starter to the Venge will give them the numbers advantage, and now they need to split away. They're going to try and get Katie, but a great timing out of the BKB means the Spear's not going to hold him down. The magic, dude, they got him. Oh my lord, Natty Narwhal gets blown up inside the teleport.
You can't be here.
And now Dominic as well. Ravage is still going to fly. Now they're a little bit too late to get some value out of her. Seneko's going to TP into the tier 1 tower. The split is perfect the moment from Matreshka. Retsu can TP out, and that's the important thing. Oh, stop. All right. Well, that stops it as well.
I was gritting my teeth as I was watching him walk up towards Retsu, but like we were saying before, the cast range is absolutely horrendous on that dead in the water, so wasn't able to get the PA before she TPs away. That was a really solid spear coming from Malice to be able to prevent the chase.
They know Retsu's farming top. They saw him underneath the Observer Ward. They're going to see him under the lane now as well, and you are leashed, and you're about to die once again. With the voice lines coming out, Dark. He's only got 1 point in the nether swap. Doesn't even have that extra cast range. This is just some beautiful, clean Dota from StoRm. From bottom to top they go.
Without giving your life away, it's a lot of unreliable gold being lost every single time. The smoke isn't going to get caught by the Observer Ward, so at least they've got that to be able to play around with.
Can they kill him, dude?
He's got BKB, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he had remnants of a shield rune or something, because Katie now, he stands his ground, and now they're going to get the Mars as well. It's just a disaster. You're not maybe not going to tap out, considering this is your last game. All hopes will be Nicky can just put himself there with a heart.
Keep flamethrowing.
Letsu.
Well, that's not how you wanted your first BKB to go.
No, it's not. And dude, they're sweeping over. Nicky Cool's going to run into Laguna simultaneously. 1J gets a second support on the back line.
Wash over this land.
Doesn't feel great, does it? You know, if it was Natty Narwhal that ended up cleaning that one up there and getting a... it's only a killing spree, but still, any gold is pretty vital for them to be able to pick up at this stage.
Speaking of Natty Narwhal, he's just going to run into 3 inside his own jungle. Silence might last a little bit too long, especially with the finishing blow coming through from the sky. They're going to chase down Dark as well. No fear for StoRm, and a godlike streak for Nicky Cool to add on top of it.
Still, though, they spent the time cutting the waves, making sure that they weren't able to convert a couple.
They TP'd out, but yeah. We're going to get Melis down bottom as well. Might be able to... no, no TP from Melis. They're still going to use the BKB.
Nicky Cool is solo here in front of a tier 3.
It doesn't seem like as much he has to be worried about.
Nope.
Are they going to try for another swap back? Right, there's the first start. And the Phantom Embrace is always a bit difficult for the Timber Sword to address. It'll expire now, but they'll replenish it straight away. And that is going to be a godlike streak that Retsu gets. And that's a kill, man. Oh, and a gem. And that's a kill without the shard, which is now queued up for Retsu instantly after. They're a little bit split, though. They don't see Retsu, but I think they see Dark. Trying to group up as best as they can on Matreshka. They're going to TP to try and cut them off on the retreat. Is Nicky Cool is going to be able to get towards Laguna? What's the core now? It's a bit messy on Matreshka. Meanwhile, over towards the triangle, Retsu, he forced up the egg, but he's going to have to retreat as a result to this. Katie's got some movement speed, though, to catch up. Rupture's potentially going to be there in a couple of seconds. They'll be able to find the BKB out. They should be able to escape. Can Natty Narwhal get out too? And it looks like he can, so... both
to be able to start things off, opening up the fight for the PA. They don't want to expend too much.
They might have to use the BKB on Melis, though. Yeah, they'll still deal with the first life. Arena BKB for it, though. Let's see if it's going to be worth it. Natty Narwhal's charging up the Rolling Thunder.
Retsu's gone for the back.
Doesn't see an opening. Oh, the Ravage jump in from Dominic, though, straight onto the support for the egg as well, deep inside the base. Some responses, but there won't be any. As Retsu's still hunting, but yeah, hasn't found an opportunity to jump. They're just clumped up on StoRm.
He's already used the refresher as well on Seneko, realizing how important it is.
He's got to go soon.
Be as tanky as possible, but no, he's had to use a second lot of the blur. He's, what, 5 experience away, 20 experience away from level 20. You're just losing your base. You got to do something, Retsu.
He's going to pop shortly from Seneko. Natty's going to jump in. They're going to try and get the Bloodseeker. Couple of crits, one more swipe. They'll get the kill. It freshes to Blink, and it jumps back over the Timber. Break is there, but importantly, it was a buyback used. Nice Timber chain as well. Retsu, does he have the damage? So, with a shard on cooldown with the Phantom Knives, they're not going to be able to get the kill. Now Nicky turns, eats the cheese, and that's all she wrote. Nothing they've got left in the arsenal. They did their best for one last fight, but StoRm, they're just too far ahead. G's are dropped, and unfortunately for Matreshka, they're going to be eliminated from the qualifiers. Back-to-back defeats for them will send them packing.
Yes, it will, and, well, we were thinking 80+% for StoRm this time around.